Hello there. This is RPGMAKERVXACE.INFO tutorials. This is tutorial number 4, custom states and skill sets. My name's Sean. Welcome. So today I'm going to discuss a little bit about some of the changes I made to the skill sets and the states in my current project. Playing through with the out-of-the-box settings, I just found some of these skills and states to be pretty useless. Maybe just to me, the way I was setting my characters up, but what I ended up doing I thought was pretty cool. So I'm going to share that with you. So our idea here now is to turn the thief skill, hide, into a stealth state. So instead of just lowering the target rate, we're going to have some evasion. Basically, she's invisible, so she doesn't get hit very often. And then it's going to apply some bonuses to the character. So the most important bonus is going to be the skill state. And what we need to do is we need to go into our terms here, and we're going to change the maximum number of skill types to 5 for now. So skill number 3 is going to be stealth. So these are going to be stealth skills, and we're going to activate this skill set by applying the state. So once we create the skill, we go back to the states tab, and because hide is very similar, I'm just going to copy and paste it here. So we're going to rename it stealth, and we're going to remove it at the battle end and remove by damage 100%. And then we're going to set the target rate to 5%, and we're going to set the magic evasion to 95%. I found I was being knocked out of the state very often by AoE spells, so I added the magic evasion. So now we want to apply a bonus for being in this state. So we're going to go to parameter attack, and we're going to set it to 150%. And then we're also going to apply a debuff rate, sorry, a state rate of confusion at 50%. And the logic behind that is if you get attacked by an invisible entity, you'd probably be a little bit confused. So now entering this state gives her some incredible passive effects, and the only way to be knocked out right now is by damage, but you can set a skill to run a common event to remove the state. So maybe some of your skills allow you to retain stealth, but some of them sacrifice it to do more damage. You know, it's sort of how you want to set your individual stealth skills. So the last thing we need to do here is we're going to add a skill type, stealth. So now when you enter this state, it's going to unlock a new skill type. And just so we can make that useful, we're going to create a skill that is based on that set. So I'm just going to basically I'm going to take strong attack here. We're going to copy it. and we're going to rename it Surprise Attack. And and just to make it different, we could adjust the scaling. We could make it a certain hit, which it looks like it is. What I'm going to do is remove the defense from the equation, so now it's a strong attack that ignores defense. Okay, and I'm going to make it be able to crit, because that's a lot more fun than not being able to. So we just want to update the message, so use surprise attack, and then you can set a speed penalty, so maybe it takes some time to set up, so we can be like minus 20, and that adjusts basically your agility. It'll remove that from the value to determine your order. So if you wanted to guarantee it went off last, probably after the enemies, you could enter a huge number to the minus speed, or alternatively, if you wanted it to go off immediately, you could add a value to the speed. But right now it looks pretty good. The last thing we need to do is make it skill type stealth. So now we need to do one more thing. We need to create one more skill, and that's going to be stealth. It's going to put you in the state. So we're literally going to copy hide again. As soon as I find it. Okay, it's vanish now is the skill that puts you in the state of hide. So we're going to copy vanish. You know what, in fact, yeah, we'll copy it. And the only change, we're going to add a state of stealth. And then we're going to update the description. It can still be called vanish. That's fine. That works. So basically, we've now created a skill that puts us into the stealth state, and then within the stealth state, we unlock a skill that ignores defense. So it all should work. We're gonna go test it out now, and then probably be a part 2 where I do a little bit more complicated thing to the same idea. So I'll be right back, and we'll just we'll test this out. Okay, so I went to test it, and it was pretty quickly apparent that I forgot one small step. We need to go to the classes, and we need to make him learn the skill. So basically we're changing the old vanish to the new vanish that we've created, and that's the only difference. We're also going to add at level 5 the surprise attack. So at level 5 you learn vanish and your first stealth move. Now with those changes it should work, so we're going to go back and try to test it here. Okay, so I'm going to try to test this. I'm going to admit to making some mistakes here. More logistic. For one, I had a party of 2, so even with the target rate set to like 5%, he was still taking hits and falling out of stealth. Also, when he was in stealth, the warrior was basically getting destroyed. So I buffed the warrior, and I gave her provoke just to keep the enemies off him a little more. And that should really work, just to demonstrate it here. So we've put him in a state of stealth, and now it unlocks surprise attack. And he also gets the attack power bonus while he's in this state, which will just increase his regular damage as well. So you can see how that works. He enters the state, and then he gains the skill set. And you might need to adjust some numbers. If you make him almost untargetable, you need to find some ways to drop him out of the state occasionally when he uses his skill or something. So we can go over that in the next... there's a pretty nice hit from that skill. So we can go over that in the next video. I'm going to create some interchangeable states for the soldier, warrior. And maybe also show you how to create a custom spell for like a charm state, which surprisingly doesn't exist, but is really, really easy to create. So stay tuned for part 2 of this tutorial. I'll see you guys.